All right, everyone, we will wrap up with Oscar as always. Oscar, congratulations again. I feel like this is becoming a habit, which I like of congratulations on the win. How's the team feeling after this? Four straight victories now for the boys.
Well, thank you, Jackie. We are really happy indeed with the results, but most importantly, with the seriousness of the team, the discipline, the responsibility that the boys have had on bouncing back from those difficult moments, and not just bounce back, but just keep the level and a field and a place and against a team that is very difficult. I thought we played a very serious game. I see that group just playing the way we are and keeping our responsibilities, but at the same time being productive for the group. Very complete game for us, and we're happy and ready to move for the next one.
Thank you, Oscar. We're going to start things off with Michael Citro.
Oscar, thanks for your time. Congratulations on the win. I'm curious, Hani Mukhtar has had a lot of success, not just against Orlando City, but a lot of teams, but especially against Orlando City. But 4 straight games, you guys have been able to shut out Nashville, including I think three of those on the road. What have you been doing to kind of keep him quiet and to limit Nashville's offense over this stretch?
Yeah, we know about his verticality and how strong he is and the transition. Mm, Something that we recognize very well. At the beginning, it causes a lot of trouble, not just because we didn't know, but I guess that his ability to get rid of the vigilances that we had now seems like we're more synced with uh, our preventive actions. When we are attacking, we're more aware of how we stand beside him. And just this is a really good job from the players, from the boys, especially those midfielders and central backs that are doing an excellent job today. It's a good question, Michael, because it's a detail that kept us firm on winning the game, and just controlling Mokhtar is a key.
We'll go over to Mike Ramajo.
Thank you, Jackie. Oscar, obviously, congratulations on the victory tonight. Obviously, the team's now hitting a good form, fourth straight game you guys win, 5 wins in your last 6 games. But I want to ask you a little bit about Martin Ojeda and how his form has been helping the team with this. Within these last 5 games, he has 2 goals and 3 assists. What have you kind of seen from him? Obviously, this season for him it started off a little slow coming off the bench, but now he's been able to start in these last 5 games, and he's being able to contribute with the team's attack, especially tonight.
Uh, I think it's the effort and the professionalism that Martin has all the time, despite and many games or some games that he didn't started, and he continue on bringing himself into the group and work. I think his physical part and his fitness has been increased. I think his responsibility to take care of his body has changed tremendously, and that is very noticeable in his game. Now they know that what happened in the field. I tried just to be honest with them, and when they deserve to get the position, and the continuity is earned by that performances. So what happened with Martin now is that he's performing with consistency, and the dedication that he had for his work and for his team is bringing him those results. I have to recognize that Martin has helped us a lot in this part of the season that we needed to bounce back, and he has been a protagonist.
Over to Austin.
Oscar, kind of building off of that point of Martin, especially just tonight with the set pieces, being able to score 2 of your 3 goals. on dead ball situations. How impactful has his service been, and just the overall play and the design of those set pieces within the season overall, but especially tonight?
Uh, right, Martin is a player who has a very bold characteristic on the way he takes shots, or the way he serves, or the way he executes the set plays. We're taking advantage of it. I think Martin Pellerman, our assistant that is dedicated with the set plays, is doing a fantastic job. He is very crafty with them, and obviously using and that strength that we have on Martin's set plays, and his service is very sharp. So we're taking advantage of that thing too. That Martin again has been a very protagonist of the games and plays that are key for our team.
And back to Michael.
Oscar, I also wanted to ask you about set pieces. I know you guys work very hard on them in training, and they haven't come off, at least in the early part of the season, but they seem to be a big part of this success in recent games. How, as a coach, how satisfying is it for you to see that work that you put in the training ground come through in game situations where it matters and you're able to pick up points because of it?
Right, it's important that the team all the time recognize the importance of the set plays offensively and defensively. That's why I want to recognize also the job that Martin Pellerman is doing. Constantly he's creating some plays. Constantly he's trying to control as well our set plays against, and the boys copied him very right and with discipline. And I guess, Michael, is that we all get conscious about the possibility to change games through the set plays, and the game is a very great, or is a great and important tool. So fortunately, we've been effective, and hopefully we can continue with that.
And back to Austin for our final.
Oscar, Ramiro Enrique has now scored 3 goals in his last 3 games. What have you seen from him just in terms of being able to come in, start in place of Duncan, and now continue to find the back of the net? How important is that just for your team, but also for his confidence to, considering the start to the season that he had and the difficulties he had in getting back?
Mhm. That's another example of dedication. Enrique had a very rocky or ups and downs, I meant, during the season so far. Because first he got hurt, he has some physical problems with injuries. After he has to go and receive his green card, and it took a little bit of a time longer than we wanted. But his attitude and training ground, and again, similar to Martin, his dedication to the group is fantastic. So I'm so happy to finally see the player that we brought here, the player that has instinct to score goals, but the player that is working for his teammates all the time. And that's the characteristics of our team. That's the culture that we had seen in this club, and he's representing it well. So I'm proud, and he knows that he needs to keep that job. That way, doing those things, he will certainly fight and will keep this job.